Hey, brand builder, Rory Vaden here. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out this interview. As always, it's our honor to provide it to you for free. And wanted to let you know there's no big sales pitch or anything coming at the end. However, if you are someone who is looking to build and monetize your personal brand, we would love to talk to you and get to know you a little bit and hear about some of your dreams and visions and share with you a little bit about what we're up to see if we might be a fit. So if you're interested in a free strategy call with someone from our team, we would love to hear from you. You can do that at brandbuildersgroup.com/podcall, brandbuildersgroup.com/podcall. We hope to talk to you soon.
At Brand Builders Group, you know that we say the more specific, the more terrific. And you hear people say the riches are in the niches. We say you're most powerfully positioned to serve the person you once were. And one of the things that I love about Matt is I have now known Matt, I don't know, probably for 10, maybe 15 years. But Matt McWilliams is, if you ask me who's the expert on affiliate marketing, he's the name that I think of. He owns that space. He has worked with several of my friends as their affiliate launch manager. Some of our clients, this is people like Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, Shark Tank's Kevin Harrington, who's a client of ours, Ryan Levesque, Lewis Howes, obviously, Brian Tracy, Michael Hyatt's a close friend, Jeff Walker's a friend, and Matt has run launches for all of those folks, Stu McLaren, on and on and on. And so a lot of the people I know and respect, they have hired Matt to help him run affiliate launches. And we've never done an affiliate launch per se at BBG, but our whole business model is more of an evergreen affiliate model where we pay people a lifetime referral fee when they refer people to us. But we've never done an affiliate launch where we have lots of affiliates all at once. But I know the power of it, and I just don't know that much about how to do it. So I thought, let's get our friend Matt in here to drop some value bombs and teach us the affiliate game. So brother, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, thanks for having me, Roy. And I love that. What was it you said that your biggest something is in your previous pain point? How did you word that?
Yeah, that's that's like our flagship thing, is that you're most powerfully positioned to serve the person you once were.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing today, because I know what it was like back in 2005. And
yeah,
I was in the position. The people that we serve today, generally speaking, not all, but most of them are exactly where I was. And I remember that like it was yesterday. So it was just funny when you were talking about that, while you kept going and talking about all those great things that have happened since then, my mind was back 18, almost 19 years ago now, in a very different, dark place. So I love that. I love that one. I might steal that. Did you trademark it yet?
Yes. All
right. Trademark Rory Vaden. How about that?
There you go.
Yeah.
So the people you work with are obviously well known, right? And when you hear that, you go, well, yeah, of course, everyone's going to promote for Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi. But talk to us about, why do you need affiliates? Even if you're small, even if you're new, and can you really get them? And I want to kind of hear a little bit about the why and the when. Why do you need them? And then when is the right time to go get them?
Well, I mean, first of all, people do promote for Tony, and we, promote for Jeff and promote for Stu, and we help them, 2x their affiliate program. And, Michael Hyatt, we helped him almost 4x year over year when we took over. And while those are certainly easier, I mean, 90% of our clients, nobody's ever heard of, because they're in the parenting niche. And it's funny when we're in a certain niche. I always tell people this: when you're in a certain niche and you have that celebrity in your niche. So like Jeff Walker in internet marketing, product launches, Stu McLaren in membership world. I say, go to Target. I call this the Target test. You want to know how non-famous Stu McLaren is outside of his little niche? Go to Target, ask 100 people if they've ever heard of Stu McLaren. You'll be lucky if one of them ever has. I mean, in your niche, you are famous in building brands, and you're famous in, productivity kind of in your past life, right? And you're famous as a speaker. But again, you'd be the first to go to Target and ask 100 people out, go to a Target in, Columbus, Ohio, and you'd be lucky if one person's ever heard of Rory Vaden.
Well, even Tony Robbins, at Target,
might be 5.
Maybe 5 or 10.
Yeah. And this larger than life person, or Dean Graziosi, who's heard of him? And so, yeah, most of the people outside of their little niche in the world, and even sometimes in their little niche, we're working with the, people that are, they're not a lot of times 7 and 8 figure businesses. They're people you never heard of. And this is working for them. And in fact, it's one of the best ways to get known, because the reality is, I say this a lot of times, like, it's never been harder to get noticed, and therefore it's never been harder to stand out. There's a correlation between the two. If you go back 100 years ago, most people outside of presidents and, like a few politicians weren't known before the advent of radio, weren't known outside of a 10, 15 mile radius. It was almost impossible. The problem with that is because now it's easy for everybody to get their 15 minutes. It's easy for everybody to go viral. It's easy for everybody to get 10 million views, or even, 100,000 views, that it becomes almost impossible to stand out. There's more content uploaded since you and I have been talking on YouTube than either one of us can consume in our lifetimes. So think about that, how hard it is to stand out. And so affiliates are one of those ways. When you're breaking into a niche, this is how I did it. I mentioned back in 2005, we tried everything else. Now, this is before the advent of social media and, targeting and all those things, but we tried all the stuff you do back in 2005 to break into our niche, which was the insurance world. And it wasn't until we started an affiliate program that we began to get some traction, because, a couple things. Number one, you pay after the sale is made. So you pay only for performance. You pay later, and I reiterated that in 3 different ways, because I just want to be clear, that doesn't happen with any other form of advertising. Zuckerberg takes your money before you make any money, and good for him. What a great business model, but not when you only have $10,000 or $20,000 in the bank, like most startup businesses do when they're starting. And so you pay only per performance. Second of all, you don't have to worry about targeting. The reality is, most people with their initial offer, they don't really know for sure. Is this for all moms, or just single moms, or just married moms, or married moms who are empty nesters, or, who is this offer for? And we're still trying to figure things out. We don't have to worry about targeting, which can take months or even years to figure out. Your affiliates do it for you. And what happens with affiliates is sometimes they will market to their list, and you will discover niches or pockets of niches that you wouldn't have thought you could profitably target, but you realize, oh my gosh, we had 12 people buy this week that are moms of, such and such, right? We had moms of special needs children. We never thought our course would be good for moms with special needs children, but you know what? Maybe we could target them. And so you start to learn things. Obviously, one of the biggest benefits is just the fact that the leads are warm. The prospects are warm. The reality is, very few people woke up today thinking, you know what I need to do? I need to buy so-and-so's product. Or they're scrolling through Facebook because they want to see their niece's I want to see my new, baby, I didn't think nephew. No, why I had to think was it a nephew or a niece? It was weird. My brain was like, it's focused on affiliates. I'm not thinking about familial, stuff. I wanted to see pictures of my, my baby nephew, and I wanted to see how my friends are doing. And I wanted to go talk trash with my friend whose college lost last night, and give him some crap about that, because I know he's going to post about it. That's why I went to Facebook. I don't want to see your ad. And so with affiliates, the thing is, it's a third party. You're on Facebook, you're saying nice things about yourself. Whoop-de-doo. But if I get an email from somebody I trust, if Rory sends me an email and says, I recommend this person or this product, I go, well, I trust Rory, ergo, I trust this person. And so when I land on that page, I'm already disproportionately likely to convert into a lead and into a sale.
Well,
so those are just some of the reasons why it's great.
I want to talk about that part right there about landing on the page. So, let's assume that you get affiliates. Is most of what's happening in the affiliate world, like your world, is that still today, like, you're recruiting people to basically promote some type of free training, either a free lead magnet or a free webinar or a free, like if it's a Jeff Walker, it's like a 3 video, like a little mini video course. Is that pretty much what's happening? Is you're still just promoting, everyone's promoting to something for free, someone's adding value, and then they're selling something at the end?
Not necessarily. In your world, kind of in the, if I think of your clients, yes, that's the norm. Probably 97% of the time, it's going to be a free report, a free webinar, a free, launch sequence type thing, like you said, the 3 video series, something like that. Other options, if it's a software, it could be a free trial. That's obviously a good entry point. One of the things we're seeing that's working really well with some of our clients is a free training, free webinar with a back end. Make sure you claim this free trial of this software because we're going to show you how to use it on the webinar, and that works really well because it, now gets them into like using the software. And if we can get them to use the software, they're going to stick around, 7 times out of 10. And so there's all kinds of things there. But yeah, I mean, there's direct to sale, there's direct to call, there's all types of things. But yeah, in brand building world, typically it's going to be to some sort of a free resource or video series or webinar.
And then is most of what you're doing like, like when I think of affiliates, I tend to think of more information products, like either membership sites or courses. And that mostly because of the way that the pay works, right? And so typically people are paying, I don't know, 30 to 50% maybe of the sale. And so they're typically selling digital products where there's not a lot of physical costs, and that's why they're able to pay out so much for affiliates. Is that still kind of like what's going on right now?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's all over the place. Retail products, obviously the commissions are lower, but they're more commoditized, and you've got a lot of, brands that spend the majority of their time promoting things that are retail products. And yeah, you might only make 10% of a $57 purchase, $570, but multiply that by 1,000 people. You're making close to $6,000 for a Facebook post. That's not a bad way to make some money, right? It's really all over the place. But again, in your world, typically it is going to be to a higher priced, course, or, coaching. And we have some clients that are killing it with, $24,000 a year coaching offers where we pay the affiliate a flat $3,000. And, well, that's not a very high percentage, but at the same time, it's $3,000. Typically the higher the touch, which is, we consider touch meaning my time. So when I coach somebody for an hour, it costs an hour of my time. That goes into the cost of goods. So obviously the higher the cost of goods, the lower the affiliate commission is going to be. So the higher the touch, the lower the commission is going to be. And that's
how Brand Builders Group works, right? I mean, this is how we built Brand Builders Group so fast. We pay a 10% lifetime referral fee to any of our clients who refer someone, because we do one-on-one coaching and live events. I mean, it's so people intensive. It's non-scalable. It's not digital. Exactly. It's completely the low margin human experience, trying to pay people well and recruit them, because we try to know people one-on-one, and it's less about like the courses and stuff. And so it's a lower percentage, but we just pay it forever and it just goes on. And so people make a ton of money from us, but it's over the course of time, because we're a super high touch experience.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just normal and that's expected. So when I promote something as an affiliate, because it's, there's a lesson, by the way, if you're going to start an affiliate program, spend a little bit of time promoting something as an affiliate first, just so you have the understanding of how it works. And a lot of times, like for me, the reason I'm a much better affiliate manager than I was my first 5 years. And, to be clear, my first 5 years, I built a program from scratch to more than $1 million a month and had won Affiliate Manager of the Year twice. But I was 10 times better by 2014 than I was in 2010, because I became an affiliate and I started seeing things and I started going, I don't like the way, that works. Like I hated it as an affiliate, not getting a leaderboard every day. It drove me nuts. Like, did the thing I did yesterday, did I move up the leaderboard? Did I move down? I want to know, because I'm competing against my friends and I want to beat them and I want to win a better prize. And so we invented the live leaderboard back in 2013. Now most programs have one. It's just become ubiquitous because, somebody got tired of the way that the norm was and changed something. And so we see things as an affiliate that drive us crazy. And so we address those, or we, quite frankly, can copy things from other people. I mean, I give all credit in the world to Danny Inney, because in 2014, I was promoting him and he said, hey, I'd like to get on a call with you. And we got on a 1-hour Zoom call and mapped out my entire promotion of his launch on a spreadsheet. And then he sent me the spreadsheet and I went, oh, I get what he's doing. That's the principle of commitment and consistency, right out of Robert Cialdini's playbook, right? he's holding me accountable to what I said I was going to do versus me just saying, yeah, I'll do that. And then there's no documentation. And so we stole that idea from Danny. We started doing the exact same thing. If you look at the way we do it, if you look at one of my calls and one of his calls, you could overlap them and they'd be exactly the same. And so be an affiliate first. And when you do that, you'll start to see those things that.
So how do you do that? Like, how do you find affiliates, or how do you find affiliate opportunities? I mean, obviously your friends, right? Like they go, hey, I have a book coming out, or I have a course launch. I mean, I guess that would be one way, but like, how do you find affiliates?
Let's talk about the first one. How do we find like things to promote ourselves?
Sure,
I say, look around at your desk. Your virtual desk might be your computer. What sites do you log into? What software are you using? What tools are you using in your business? You said it best, like your biggest area of, strength is where you used to be weak. The best place for you to serve your audience is from the place where you struggled 5, 7, 10 years ago. For me, it's now 18. I feel old all of a sudden. And so like, that's what we look at. What are the tools that I'm using? What are the sites it could literally be your physical desktop. If you're in the gardening niche, go out to your gardening shed. What are the tools you're using? And then look those products up and become an affiliate for those. It really is that simple. Like I wish I was more complicated because I could sell a course about it.
Basically just promote the tools you love. Like promote
the tools you love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Promote the things.
Promote the brands that you love. Again, and it can be as simple as, okay, if I have a friend who comes to me and, they're relatively well-known and they're launching a book in a year, and they say, who do I need to talk to about, obviously us for selling books through affiliates, but who else do I need to talk to? Who on earth am I going to recommend other than Rory Vaden? I mean, literally, it's not. There's just
if
no
you're smart,
reason.
You're not gonna for sure.
Yeah, and so the fact that you have a referral program, all that does, honestly, in my opinion, is kind of make it more top of mind.
Mm-hmm. And
to your from your standpoint, let's flip to the other side. When you send me that PayPal deposit for, a good chunk of money, I go, I wonder if there's anybody else I could proactively think of instead of just waiting for people come. You know what? I'm going to reach out to a few people. I'm going to reach out to my friend Brian, who I know has a launch coming up in 8 months, and just say, hey, do you need anybody? If so, I'd love to introduce you to Rory. And it takes me 20 minutes and 2 of them say yes. And I make a bunch of money for 20 minutes of my time. Like, what else could I do with 20 minutes of my time to make that kind of money? Probably nothing. So that's the finding affiliate programs to promote side. Many of those can turn into two-way relationships. Now, I was talking to my friend the other day and one of our clients, and introducing her to some other clients. And I said, here's why these clients would be good partners, because they have your audience and you have their audience. So the question we ask when we want to find affiliates is who already has my audience? So if you get a software that's for course creators and coaches, and somebody over here that teaches how to create content for course creators and coaches, it's a match made in heaven. Let's get those two people working together. So the simple formula, let's take a book. Let's just take a book, for example. I call it the Amazon rabbit trail because Amazon makes this super easy for us. We pick one book that we think is similar to ours. This is exactly what we did for our book. You can do this for products or anything. I'm just using a book as an example. And you look that book up on Amazon and you see, when did it launch? I want to find a book with a launch date of in the past 3 years. So I look and it says it launched in January of 2018. I'm not going to use that one. Let me think of another one. All right. I look at the other book up. It launched in February of 2022. I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to look up all the search results from about 1 month before and 1 month after that launch date, because I want to find specifically people who promoted, who interviewed, who did whatever for that launch period. Not that wrote about the book 9 months later and said how good it was. That's not who I want. I want people who promoted this book launch. And I'm going to look those people up and I'm going to reach out to them and I'm going to say, hey, I'm going to give you the gist of the email here. Hey, I saw that you promoted such and such book a year ago. I've got a similar book coming out in 9 months. And you want to do this plenty of time in advance because people's promo calendars fill up. I've got a similar book coming out in a few months. It's different in that it covers this, this, and this, whatever the specifics are. Can I send you a copy? Would you be interested in having me on your podcast, or would you be interested in promoting it as an affiliate? And it's a very brief email. We don't write a 10-sentence, 12-sentence email, because what do you do, Rory, when you get a long email from somebody you don't know? asking you to do something, you delete it before you even read it. So it's a very short email with a specific call to action. And that's how we find affiliates. The same is true for products. You have a product. What are some similar products? You have a coaching service. What are some similar, things like what would they have bought that is similar to yours? And it doesn't have to be, if you offer a coaching service, you don't even have to reach out to affiliates of coaching services, because people who bought courses or books or whatever, joined a mastermind about this topic might also be interested in your coaching service. So you reach out to those people who were affiliates for those products and ask them if they would like to promote you.
Mm-hmm. Or you get an affiliate manager, right? That's part of what your role is too. It's like you go.
That's what we do. Yeah.
If I don't want to do that, I get an affiliate manager and I say, hey, go recruit me some affiliates, and then we share in the pay together, right?
Yeah. I mean, like right now, I mean, you and I have been on, for 20 minutes or so. I mean, our teams, we have multiple people on our team right now finding affiliates for our clients. Obviously, we have a huge database of people that have been affiliates in the past, but we're breaking into new niches all the time. Like we've got a client in the parenting niche right now. We've never done anything in the parenting niche. Now there's a little bit of overlap with the entrepreneurial side. So we reached out to our entrepreneurial affiliates about this parenting offer, and we got a few and had success with it. But now we're kind of in that phase where we need to go out and find people who promoted other parenting courses. We got another one that's in the health and fitness niche. Her summit she's doing a virtual summit. It's all about getting off sugar. I don't have a list of people for that. So we're doing what I just said. And yeah, it's extremely time consuming. And yeah, to your point, there's two types of people in this world. People have more money than time, and people have more time than money. And people have more time than money. Go do it yourself. Like you can execute on this. It just takes a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. So I want to talk about the software part of this, man, because this is where it breaks down for me and for so many people, is going, you got to recruit all these affiliates, but now they all need to have their own link, and it needs to be a unique link for them that tracks all the sales. And then, if you have a multi-tier affiliate program where, that the person that person refers someone who buys, did they get a percentage? And then calculating the commission statements, cutting the checks. Like, how do you do all that?
Well, again, the easy way, you just said it, hire us. But I mean, thankfully, again, we've got it systematized, and it's pretty, like, it's just part of what we do. I don't know if it counts for 3% of our time each month, roughly. It's pretty simple. But I mean, the technology's all there. Like back in 2005, when I started my first affiliate program, I had to go online, message our developer and say, can you create this system? And he coded it for 3 days, like nonstop without sleep, because we needed it. We were in a pinch, and he coded it. Today you have out of the box solutions. Most people, if you're on a system like Infusionsoft, Keep, if you're on ClickFunnels or, what Samcart, I mean, the list goes on and on, any of the myriad of CRM/shopping carts /funnel builders, et cetera, you have a built-in affiliate tracking system in there. It's it gets a few clicks, and it can take you as little as 15 to 20 minutes to set this up. Like, it's really easy, thankfully. If you are not on a system that has a built-in affiliate program, and I would venture to say, I'll put it this way. We've worked with 70 clients over the last 8 years, and I've only had one who didn't have a built-in affiliate tracking system in their software. I had 2 that they had a built-in one that I didn't like, so we used a different one. So 3 out of roughly 65 to 70 clients did we have to use an external thing. So again, it's very rare. There's 50 good ones out there. I don't even want to name them because it depends on what platform you're on, but depending upon whether you're on WordPress or this or that, there's plugins, there's softwares. And I've never had one, Rory, and I'm not super techie. People are like, oh, you got to be super techie. Like, dude, I don't know how to edit my own WordPress posts. I have to message a teammate to do the thing that I want him to do because I don't know how to do it. I barely can function on Google, Sheets and stuff like that. And I literally just learned the other day how plugins work on WordPress. All right. So, it's 2023, and I can make these things work. they're super easy, thankfully.
So what I hear you saying there is that a lot of the built-in functionality that come with the off-the-shelf tools, so whether it's like
Yep.
for us, we're heavy Infusionsoft Keep users, right? So we're big fans of Keep. But a lot of our clients use ActiveCampaign, they'll use ClickFunnels, they'll use Kajabi, they'll use HubSpot.
Everyone you just named has that built in.
Okay. And then I'm not as familiar with Samcart, but you're saying that Samcart has it built. Samcart, I think of more as like an e-commerce, like a store. Is that not the
Kind
way
of is, yeah.
it kind of is? It's more like shop. I think of it as more like a Shopify.
Not exactly. It's shopping cart.
It's a shopping cart.
Now, keep in mind, I haven't logged into Samcart in 7 years, so it might have changed.
Sure.
But I know it has affiliate tracking because we have an affiliate program that we promote that uses the Samcart link.
So you guys are kind of tech agnostic in that way. Like you can work within. You're used to seeing all the different systems. And so
I say all the time, I'm platform agnostic. Yep. I don't. I mean, outside of, and I'm not going to say who it is publicly. There's one, and it doesn't matter. There's one that we can't stand because the tracking doesn't work properly. And that is the basic thing. Here's the thing. There are some that don't have the reporting we want. There are some that don't do this or that, and that's fine. But you got to at least get the basic thing where if I click on your link, it says I clicked on your link, and if I buy something, you make money. As long as it gets that right, everything else is secondary. And then the payment stuff. I mean, like in Keep, for example, it's a single report that you download. You go download, upload to PayPal, it pays them. I mean, it's a 8-minute process, 20 if there's some nuance to it. Like, oh, we told this person we'd do something different, or what, I can't even think of it. Occasionally, if you get some, like big payments, we will pay those in a different manner, but usually it's a download, upload, right? I mean, it's download to a CSV, upload the CSV, it pays them. Now, this is one little thing, and I'm getting a little bit advanced. This is why you hire people like us, because then we do this. We then send automails to all of those affiliates. You go, but PayPal sends them an automated email. Tipalti sends them an automated email that says, nobody reads the automated emails, right? At least I don't. And I don't know very many people do. We send them a personalized email that says something like, hey, Tom, thank you so much for supporting Amy this month. Just want to let you know we've got a PayPal deposit on the way for $8,226. That's pretty awesome. That's you made 14 sales and people loved the webinar. And here's 3 people who responded already saying they love the course, that you referred. And by the way, Amy's big summit's coming up in 4 months. Would you like to support it? Because what's a better time to ask somebody to support something that you're doing than when you just told them you're sending them a boatload of money? And so that little extra step that I have never seen anybody outside of us, and I'm not saying nobody's doing it, I just have never seen it. I have never seen anybody else take that one little extra step on those payment things. And it works every time. I mean, I would say 1/3 of those emails get a response like, absolutely, sign me up. I'm in for whatever you got going on.
Yeah. And man, I just have to say, like, one of my favorite things of my whole life is sending out the checks every month to our affiliates. I mean, we give them massive passive mailbox money.
Yeah.
I mean, we have several affiliates that have earned six figures from a podcast interview with me. Like,
that's crazy.
Tens of thousands of dollars from one podcast interview, and they're still getting paid. And it's such a fun thing to do. There's like a part of it
right attitude. That's the right attitude to have, by the way, because some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep paying the affiliates. No, I mean, you're not only are you rewarding them, not only is it the right thing to do, but they're going to return in kind, because every time you send one of those checks, they're thinking, like I said earlier, wonder what else I could do to refer business to Rory.
That's right. That's what I want. I mean, I have found that one of the best ways to make friends is to send them checks every month. Like, I like to think that they would like me anyways, but it helps when they get a check every month. Like,
can't buy me love.
Yeah. Well, man, this has been awesome. I, in the spirit of affiliate links, I want to give out an affiliate link, for you all to meet Matt and to learn more about what he's up to. So I'm going to give you the link here. So the link is brandbuildersgroup.com/affiliate guy. So that's what Matt McWilliams, he goes by affiliate guy. So brandbuildersgroup.com/affiliate guy. If you do that, Matt is going to give you this download. I'll let him explain it a little bit, but it is called How to Get Your First 100 Affiliates Free Report. And that is exactly what, if you're getting exposed to this for the first time and you've never done it, you need. And affiliates has changed Brand Builders Group. I mean, we're an 8-figure business in 5 years. And like the secret is affiliates. Like, this is the thing that we do. We send out money every month. Now we do it in perpetuity, so it never goes away. And that helps. Part of it helps people continue to refer people to us. Anyways, anything you want to tell them about that? So brandbuildersgroup.com/affiliate guy, how to get your first 100 affiliates free report.
Yeah, it's got 15 places, to find affiliates, one of which I covered today, a few of which you probably never even thought of. I mean, again, it depends on your niche. We show you how to work with like nonprofits, and how to work with your friends, how to work with even competitors. That's probably my favorite one. Like, you just have to read it, because the working with competitors one, when I was in the music business, music instruction business, that completely changed our business. I took one affiliate program from about $1.25 million to over $6 million. And about half of that growth was working with competitors in some pretty cool ways. So we cover that in the report. Got some templates in there for emails you can use to reach out, and all kinds of goodies. So yeah, go grab it.
It's really cool, man. Well, Matt, so great to see you. Thank you for making time, and so great to talk to you. Really appreciate this. We haven't talked enough about this. This is a key part of growing the business. So all the best, my friend.
Thanks, Rory.